CeCe, Joe said you started feeling something in the second inning. Can you pinpoint exactly when you suffered the injury, and how did you manage to make it through 7?
I mean, I don't know exactly, when I did it, but I knew it was about the second inning. And I mean, you feel stuff when you're out there all the time. I almost had an inkling to come in and not even tell Stevie, but I came in and wanted a little bit of ice, just because it was feeling sore, and he saw all the bruising, and that's what kind of, prompted this, I guess.
How frustrating has this season been for you as a whole, and then to have this happen when you pitched very well?
Yeah, it is frustrating, and, it's tough. I feel like you let your teammates down. I think, everybody knows how much I care about, winning and wanting to be there for the guys, and, not to be able to be there this last week is going to be tough. So hopefully we can try to get it done, and I can heal up and see what happens.
How do you evaluate your 2013 season as a whole?
Frustrating. Just inconsistent. I felt like me and Larry did a lot of work. Here lately that got me back on the right track, and I felt like we were headed in the right direction, and stuff was going better, and this happened. So I just get healthy and keep working on the things that we worked on, and be ready for next year.
Bruce.
CeCe, how productive do you think you can be next year if everything goes well this winter?
I think I'll be back to myself. I know a lot of people have written me off and said I've thrown too many innings and whatever, but I'll still be here and still be accountable and still be the guy that that signed up in 2009.
Kenny, to your right.
CeCe, you know what's going on with the organization. Andy's retiring, Kuroda's a free agent, and they are looking to cut payroll. How important do you think it is for the good of the team that you are able to come back, like you're saying?
I think it's very important. That would help, obviously. If I can get back to myself. So like I said, I'll work hard this off season to make sure that I'm healthy and be ready to go.
Sweeney.
CeCe, do you know yet, as you were trying to fix things with Larry, was it one thing you were trying to fix all year, or was it a series of things that just kind of kept compounding as the year went on?
It was a series of things. It started just with my arm angle, not getting it up, and just because I was throwing from a different angle last year with my elbow. So that was one thing. There's a couple of things in my delivery that we were working on, and like I said, in the past, week or two or 3 weeks, we started in the bullpen and looking at video and started getting on the right track. So it's very encouraging going forward. Knowing what I need to do to be right.
Yeah, go ahead, Sweeney.
Is that something? Was it hard to figure out with 4 days in between starts? Is it something that you needed just more time to figure out and just didn't have during the course of the year?
I think so, and it's yeah, it is, and it's me being stubborn too, and not wanting to change and thinking that I got stuff figured out. So it was a lot of different things, but yeah, of course, you will want to have more time to work on things, and especially when you're trying to change things in your delivery. So I have the whole off season to work on my throwing and my mechanics, and and be back right.
Danny, go ahead.
CeCe, when you talk about being back to the guy you were, are you talking about velocity and everything, or are you talking about being as successful, being able to be as dominating as you were?
I'm just talking about going out and pitching like I did the other day, grinding games out. That's something that I feel like I didn't do a good job of this year. Getting runners on base and being able to get a double play, giving up a run or two and being able to shut the inning off. I felt like I give up too many big innings and big situations. We come out and score a couple of runs off a tough pitcher, and I come back and give the lead right back. That's stuff that, I didn't do, or, I don't do, and it happened this year. So, I think that's what I say when I talk about coming back and being right.
Back to your left, see.
CeCe, this year, what do you expect was happening? What do you think was happening? You know, if you were, it will be compared like the year before, a couple of years before, the thing, it would be a different position today. But you think this year was because the catcher, mechanic, and a couple of years ago, you was heavier than the way you are now. Do you think to losing a few pounds is making you got a speed in your ball or something? Or what do you think it was? The mechanic, catching, or what it is?
I just think it was a bad year. I don't think me losing any weight, contrary to what everybody says, I don't think that had a big effect on me. I think, if anything, it helped me, and being healthy and being able to go out there and prepare and be able to, be ready to pitch. So it was just a tough year for me.
In the middle, Andrew, and then Dave.
So you mentioned before that you were stubborn about things. What specifically were you stubborn about?
Well, just, I've always been a guy that, never watched video, and, that's something that I need to change. And just, my preparation for games, probably needs to get a little better, in that way. So, that's something that, like, me and Larry talked about, and going forward, will be better.
Dave.
CC, I know you've beaten yourself up a couple times after a few of your starts this year. In your mind, do you think this team is winds up going to the playoffs or much closer if you had pitched more like yourself?
Yeah. And that's what's frustrating. That's what's even more frustrating is I feel like if I could have gave Hero some help, we would be in the position we want to be in. It's tough in that sense, and even not being able to come down, in the stretch and pitch against these guys, when we really need it. So, yes, it's a frustrating year. It's difficult. That's all I can say, I guess.
Chad.
Do you feel the need then this offseason and going into next year to sort of transition into a kind of a different style pitcher than you maybe were 2 or 3 years ago, or do you feel a sense of trying to become that same guy again?
Well, I don't think I'm gonna ever be that same guy again. I am getting, I'm 33 this year, but like I said, pitching against San Francisco the other night, I felt like back to myself more so than any other start. Just in terms, it wasn't velocity, because that never, I was 90 to 93, but just pitching inside, being aggressive, throwing fastballs in hitters counts, just going out there and being a bully, and that's something that I feel like I was before and kind of lost that this year.
Andy.
When you said you didn't watch much video, is that of yourself or of opponents?
Of opponents. Yeah.
And so you started that a little bit more?
Yeah, just started, doing a little more, just a little more video watching, preparation, before games.
Andrew, can you pass it behind you? Thanks.
And see, that's because you feel like you need to scout. Before you had the stuff where you could just kind of overpower anybody or take advantage of anybody. Now you need to go after their weaknesses more. Is that what?
Yeah, and I feel like certain times I kind of fell into the same pattern, pitching the same way, and hitters watch video and they know what to expect out of me. So it's only right for me to do the same thing.